So guys, what is going on? Terence Crawford warns. He basically sends out a message to Keith Thurman saying that take care of Manny Pacquiao and then come see me. Obviously, we know Terence Crawford has been very, very frustrated with these welterweights. They've been making a lot of excuses to fight him. You know, we know that Terence Crawford is the real deal. Thurman's been making a lot of excuses, you know, discrediting Terence Crawford, saying that, you know, he hasn't fought a real welterweight. Terence Crawford is saying, okay, if I've not fought a real welterweight, then come take care of Pacquiao. And then if I'm so easy, I'm so small, come fight me. Come beat and take this and become a unified champion again by beating this small welterweight. The fact is that, you know, Thurman doesn't want that smoke. Thurman knows that Crawford's too tricky. He's too good. And he's going to get bust up if he gets in there with Terence Crawford. Thurman doesn't have what it takes to fight someone like Crawford and beat him. That's just my opinion. I just don't think I think Crawford's too good. I think Crawford outboxes him. I think Crawford outmans him. I just think Thurman keeps talking about being a true welterweight. It don't mean anything. You've got hurt by guys that are not even welterweights in Josecito Lopez have pushed you back and really hurt you. So Thurman is what he is. You know, he's been hurt by a lot of guys. You know, Collazo hurt him. Yeah, they didn't beat him, but a lot of those guys weren't Crawford. You know, if those guys are hurting you, Crawford's gonna hurt you. And Crawford will finish you as well. I think Crawford's too skillful, too good for someone like Keith Thurman. Thurman's a decent fighter. He's very athletic. But, you know, he isn't cooperated at the level of a Terence Crawford yet. And I think he gets beat up by Terence Crawford. And Thurman knows that. Thurman doesn't want no smoke with Spence or Crawford. But, you know, Crawford's letting it out there. You know, you talk a lot. You say a lot. You know, Thurman does talk a lot. He's a good talker. He articulates well. He knows what he knows what he needs to do inside that ring. So if he's so good, first take care of Pacquiao, which again is going to be a very hard fight for him. If you're able to take care of Pacquiao, Terence Crawford is sending out a warning saying that come see me. I'm more than happy to fight you. And, you know, Thurman making a lot of excuses, discrediting Terence Crawford's resume, then come see him. You know, if you're able to get through Pacquiao, surely rather than fighting Porter or Spence, who are true welterweights, why don't you fight a guy that's not a true welterweight in Terence Crawford and see how easy it is? But I think Keith Thurman's just saying that to discredit Terence Crawford. He knows how good Crawford is and Crawford will bust him up. Thurman doesn't believe he can beat Crawford. He doesn't, or Spence. He knows that. That's why he chose this route. He's going to get a payday with Pacquiao. And then he can get another payday with, you know, either Porter and then fight if he's able to be successful against Porter, which again right now seems very difficult. You know, he might come up unstuck in this first hurdle against Pacquiao, which a lot of people do think there's a chance that he'll get beat. A lot of people, the bookies have Thurman as the favourite, but I think they have him as the favourite because they think Pacquiao's an older man. I'm not so sure in my books Pacquiao's the favourite in that one. But yeah, if Thurman is able to get rid of Pacquiao, then, you know, Crawford, he can come see Crawford next. Crawford wants to mix it with these guys. It's those guys that don't want to mix it with Crawford. So Crawford's pleading for those guys to come fight him. He wants those fights. He wants to fight Keith Thurman. You know, does Keith Thurman want that smoke, though? I don't know. I don't think he does. That's just my opinion. If Keith Thurman does, then he should tell Al Heyman to make the fight. Tell Al Heyman I'm willing to go over to ESPN. I'm pretty sure Bob Arum and Terence Crawford would send Keith Thurman a meaty deal across, which, you know, probably his highest purse thus far. But again, it will be difficult actually to do that because, you know, this Pacquiao fight will be paying Thurman quite big money. And I'm not sure is Thurman Crawford a pay-per-view fight? Possibly. They had Khan Crawford on pay-per-view, so probably they could sell that as a pay-per-view. I don't think it does as good a numbers as a Pacquiao Thurman though. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think that if Thurman is successful against Pacquiao, he'll fight Crawford next? Leave your thoughts. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.